I'm distracted by the fact that I too am between carbohydrates and realtors. That is always a very challenging place to be. And I am particularly anxious this evening, not about speaking to you and not about the capable leadership, but there's a game that's about to happen, and I don't know why I am really distracted, but I am. Let's do full disclosure. The first designation I got after GRI was CRS. I got it at a time in which the certificate was actually a wood panel with an engraved brass plate. For those of you who have been around for a while, you remember those. Like it was quite something when it arrived. It was extra postage for the weight. It has been one of the single most valuable credentials I've had in this profession. And when there were choices between me and my competitors, I said, you know, if you're looking for something to differentiate me from them, I'd like you to read about this specific designation. At the end of the day, I'm a residential broker. I do a little bit of commercial. But truly, my core competency, my primary focus is on residential real estate. I have homework for you that I don't want to forget. But with that said, we talk about professionalism as an organization. You people don't talk about it, you do it. And when I am referring, when I'm looking for the best, when I need an opinion about an idea, a thought, etc., the group I rely most immediately and most directly and most confidently for advice is the CRS team. And I view us as a team. We are fierce competitors, there's no question. And the model for real estate by definition is competition. But this group understands creative collaboration with competition. It's a brilliant model. Challenges present opportunities, and right now the industry is facing a series of the greatest challenges it's had in a long, long time. There are also tremendous opportunities. I think we in this room and brother CRS and sister CRS people across the country have a real responsibility to be students of our profession, because our profession's changing. 31 years ago, I graduated from college. When I graduated, we didn't have word processors. I was a terrible speller, a terrible typist, and I was lucky to graduate as well as I did because those mechanical things I couldn't do, and as my mother reminded everybody, relation. That's her. I never learned to write very well. It's amazing to see how far we've come and how we're in the same spot. And what I mean by that is technology has enabled us to accelerate the ability to move information faster than ever before. But in residential real estate, we are taking care of families, one family at a time. That's been the same since our inception. Are we better at it? Are we more efficient? Are we better trained for our customers and clients? Are they better informed? All of that is absolutely true. But at the end of the day, it's our heart, it's our caring, it's taking care of families that really makes us valuable in the transaction. It doesn't negate expertise. Now I have a favor. I sent an email today to the head of, I shouldn't do this, but I'm going to. In leadership, you learn sometimes forgiveness is a lot easier than permission. Remember that. Rob and John and the other professional staff here are going, oh no, here we go. We have, in my opinion, an inability to convey the primacy of the CRS designation. I think we've been well-intentioned, but not as effective as I think we should be. To that end, there is a new function on Realtor.com. the new function says Find a Realtor. And if you go down the Find a Realtor, you can see this drop-down screen that allows people to select designations. What's disturbing to me is there are probably 20 designations there, and there's no explanation as to what the designations mean. It says Certified Residential Specialist, CRS, but no clarification as to why you would get it, how you would get it, etc. It also forces you to select one. Now, I don't know how the public decides which is the most important, whether the foreclosure designation I just got is more important than my CRS. By the way, that was a certification, not a designation. It doesn't make that differentiation. Whether my buyer's representative, my ABR is as important or not. I would like you to send either me or Errol Samuelson an email that says you would like to see that particular function provide real information to the public. Because right now it's token, and you gotta know what it means. And what I would love for it to do is put those people with designations first in the search. And two, secondly, I'd like it to allow people to select multiple designations rather than forced to say one. So I need your help. We had extensive contract negotiations with Realtor.com this summer in which we moved a lot of the responsibility from NAR to you to determine what's of value. Part of that is now going to be tested. My email is rphipps@realtors.org. I very much would appreciate you reminding me that if we want this organization and our profession to be acknowledged as a profession, we need to promote the elements of that. CRS clearly is one. I'm not going to make a promise that we'll get it done immediately, but we can make a lot of noise. Finally, thank you for letting me do what I most enjoy doing. For 350 more days, I will have a very, very unusual vantage point. I get to see this organization from many, many different places. I gotta tell you, what is so empowering, exciting, and sobering is the resolve, the commitment, and the excellence that is this organization. True confessions. When I graduated from Holy Cross in 1979, I had done very well, and I was something of an academic. I went into the family business because I really wasn't sure that I wanted to go to law school right away. And it was a short-term 12 to 24-month plan. My father had this wonderful idea that once you were done with college, you started paying rent at home, which is a great concept that I didn't apply as well. We'll talk about that another day. But that was 31 years ago. And I ended up in this profession in candor, somewhat apologetic initially, and also as a transition point to try and figure out who I was and what I wanted to do. What I realized is I would have been hard-pressed to choose anything else that enabled me to do what I do. The group of people that I am with, day in and day out, are some of the most awesome people on earth. And we encourage each other to be our best selves. And just like the Rokas know my sister, they are why we are who we are. Realtors care. We make a profound difference. So with that said, tomorrow I will be back at home doing the core business that you will be doing. I will be trying to figure out why I lost a sale this weekend because I didn't close as well as my competitor did. I will be working to keep all of my very impatient sellers patient as to why we haven't succeeded. And Judy, where's Judy? Judy Moore. Judy Moore, what is tonight? Tonight is Monday night. What do I know? It's trash night. When I get home tonight and watch the game, I'll make sure the garbage gets out tonight. At the end of the day, Judy and I compare notes on trash night. not compare trash, we figure out what we haven't done. Your charge is to identify your successors. Because at the end of the day, we are the product of unbelievable mentors. None of us have gotten here alone. And while we enjoy family support and we enjoy great mentors, our real charge is figuring out who are best able to carry our ship forward. With that said, I think dinner is almost ready. I reiterate my homework. I very much would like you to help me highlight on this wonderful tool called Realtor.com why CRSs are special people and worthy of more attention. Thank you.